For way too long, I've thought of Corydoras as the best catfish available in the hobby. And this is partly because of their activity, but also because they're accessible, pretty cheap. They pair well with most other fish. You can get a heap of different patterns and varieties, and they come in a pretty compact size. I know you L number guys out there will have a different opinion to me. That's fine. But in any case, their mantle has been trumped because recently I think I've found their hotter, more exotic cousin. Kind of putting aside Kim Kardashian, and we're focusing now on Kendall Jenner. I think. I don't really know Kardashians. Now these quirky little guys here are called Aspidoras, pretty similar to Corydoras. And they're a cousin of them, which as you can see, they look very similar. There are a few key differences which I think set them apart. If you've kept Corys before, Aspidoras are very similar. In fact, they're from the same subfamily, the subfamily Corydoridae, and they're often confused with Corys. Caring for them is pretty similar. A tank size of about a 20 gallon or 75 litres is good for a small group. They do swim around very actively, so space is good. And you can see I've got an internal filter in with them as well for some extra flow. They do really like high oxygenated moving water. So even though I have a sponge filter in there, I also have an internal filter just to move the water around. I just have a big clump of Bolbitis in this tank, and it's provided a great breeding area for them. I think just any kind of bushy plants will be great for Aspies. Temperature wise, between 22 to 26 degrees Celsius or 72 to 79 Fahrenheit is a good range for them. And pH, they prefer things slightly acidic, around about 6.5, 7.5 pH is good for them. Moderate to soft hardness is good, about 2 to 12 GH is good. And just regular water changes. I try and time my water changes to coincide with rain. That drop in barometric pressure is probably going to help you to get some more breeding going on. Diet wise, these guys just eat pre-prepared foods, and actually accidentally I've discovered they really like the shrimp food from Extreme, but I'm sure a lot of other shrimp foods are pretty good as well. They go mad for them. But other than that, any sort of dried worms are going to be good. Frozen bloodworms, live blackworms, all that sort of stuff is always going to be good. But they'll also eat on brine shrimp as well. However, just don't overfeed brine shrimp because they can struggle to digest the shells occasionally. But they're a natural scavenger, so they're not going to be picky when it comes to food. In terms of social behavior, Aspidoras, I wouldn't keep them in a group less than 6. Very social creatures, and they'll be way more shy if you do keep them in smaller groups than that. And other tank mates are going to be very similar to Cory tank mates. Things like peaceful tetras, live bearers would probably be good. Just don't keep them with anything too aggressive that are going to kind of chase them away. I wouldn't keep them with any cichlids or anything like that. Now, the area that Aspidoras really elevate themselves above Corys in my books is the fact that they don't eat their eggs. You can colony breed Aspidoras, which I just think is fantastic. I'm always looking for colony bred fish so that I can just set and forget, set up a tank, and then if I get busy, I don't come into the fishing for a few days, I just know that the next time I do come in, there's going to be more fish for me to enjoy, and those surprise spawns are the best ones in my opinion. So I don't find that they've really bred on surfaces, not the glass at least. They must be breeding on the leaves and driftwood in the aquarium because I haven't seen an egg yet, but I have at least 5 or 6 different spawns of these Aspidoras in here, which I can tell from the size of a lot of the fish. I have not removed any eggs in here from day one. In fact, I didn't even realize they were breeding until there was clearly multiple sizes of fry in here, in part just due to how busy I've been lately, but it was really great to see. And you can see even some of the clips here, the tiny fry get around and get to the food, and they don't even bother about them at all. So that is one of the things that I absolutely love about this, and it's a reason why I've ordered a couple more. Oh, by the way, the species that I'm keeping here are Aspidoras spilotus, if you want to get these specific ones, but there are a few different types that you could look into. The whole family is definitely worth a bit of research. So in that respect, if you want to breed them, you literally just add water, add a bit of food, and they should do the rest if you've got enough cover for the fry to escape to and hatch out. Although it is possible that if they have been laying eggs on the glass, maybe some have been eaten, and it's only a result of the dense foliage in this aquarium that some of the eggs and fry have then survived. I can't definitively say whether that's happening or not. However, I haven't noticed an egg on the glass in the morning that's disappeared at night. I've never ever seen an egg on the glass to know for sure. However, to be entirely fair to the Kori family, Aspidoras don't really come in as many patterns as they do. At the moment, they're mainly sort of the pepper Kori style of fish, spots and things like that. There's a couple with stripes, maybe that looks a bit closer to a Julii or a Trilinearis, but not anything as defined as that. You're gonna have to settle for a bit of a brown spotty fish, but they do have a more elongated body, so maybe if you're into the quirkiness of some of the loaches, then it could tick that box for you as well. I, however, absolutely love them kind of snaking around. They're super active. I found that they're not too shy and they don't hide out. However, there's quite a few in here now, so probably do have to start to disperse them around my friends and other hobbyists. But for the most part, I've just been really, really happy to get a fish like this, play around with it, and it did all the work, and I just get to sit back and reap the benefits. So overall, I don't think there's any point in dragging out this video any longer. In summary, Aspidoras will pretty much eat anything. They'll breed on their own, and once you get them going, they're really, really easy to look after. They don't require too much maintenance or anything like that. And I just think as soon as more people are aware that these fish exist, they should become far more popular. So if you weren't aware before this video, then please like, subscribe and all that fun stuff. Drop it down below if you definitely want to pick some up, or if you have picked some up and you're having some success, let me know that as well. Other than that, happy fish keeping. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.